Your hair looks all pretty in there.
Oh yes, I know that. Fluffy haired. Was it winter today? Yeah.
Yeah.
God, it's long.
Just got polished look.
Polished look.
So, what have you been up to, Rich? What have you been up to?
What have I been up to?
Yeah.
Nothing without you, really.
Oh.
So you know everything I've been up to.
Yeah. We had a bit of a scrap today, didn't we?
Yeah, we had a
in the boxing ring.
Yeah, it was good fun, wasn't it? Lovely.
Frankie.
And it's over.
Right, disqualification is.
Threw you about a little bit. You went. You had 2 kids on you, didn't you?
Yeah, I got punched in the face a few times. It was quite funny.
I got a little bit of neck ache.
Yeah, he's got a neck ache where Frankie nearly took his head off.
Yeah, but it's surprising how knackering it was for 2 minutes in the ring.
Definitely good training, isn't it?
Yeah, the fitness was.
Yeah.
It's good. We enjoyed it, didn't we?
Like Daz can be in the ring for all that time fighting with people, and he doesn't even get out of breath, and yet the people he's fighting with.
Yeah, that kid was like hanging over the.
He was only about like probably 12, 14.
Yeah.
No, it might have been 14. That
Yeah.
kid, but he was knackered, wasn't he? It was amazing, really.
They did go for each other, don't they? They did actually.
He was proper punching each other. Same as the kids were punching me. I think Sam enjoyed punching me.
Yeah.
Right, Dad.
I'll get you.
Yeah, I'll get my own back.
But I did think it was going to end in tears. It didn't, did it?
I thought it was. I thought it would get carried away.
Yeah, someone's going
to knock someone in the face, and then the other one's going to get angry. And, yeah, I did think that. I think Daz was thinking that. He kept looking over, a bit worried.
It's going to kick
No
off.
one's got a helmet on.
Yeah.
No, it was good. It was good fun.
Yeah, it's nice.
So we met Darren the other day as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
Jamie, is Jamie the one?
Yeah, Jamie, innit?
Yeah, we met them the other day. It was nice.
The home zoo is called, isn't it?
Home zoo.
And Darren Gardner.
Check out the home zoo.
Yeah. We come down. I'll message through WhatsApp. He reached out on TikTok. His mate did, Jamie. And then I got a chat with him. He sent a voice message. He was desperately trying to help his mate. I said, yeah, so have you on WhatsApp? I'll tell you what I'm doing. And then I said, I'd go out there. I said, well, where do you live? He said, I live at Basildon. I said, well, I'll come up. I'll go for a little walk with you if you want. Then they said, well, no, we'll come down to you, which I think you regretted because Dartford Bridge was out.
I'm fucking glad we didn't go up there.
So they left at like gone 7 and then got to the gym about 11:30, wasn't it?
Yeah.
12 o'clock. But yeah, took him in, just showed him the gym. And he had a couple of go on the events, didn't he? So another friend I found on TikTok is Darren. His mate Jamie messaged me and said, Dan, can you help him? He's struggling to walk. Bit like yourself, on the same sort of journey. I've taught him about calorie deficit. He started out. I took him to the strongman gym because he had anxiety about getting back in the gym. He done well. It was good. Please support him. Bosh. Some food. He come back to our house. He got weighed. I just explained to him about calorie deficit and about getting some steps in and making your mind a bit stronger. But that night he went shopping and stuff like that.
I'm about to go to my local supermarket, and I haven't done this in a very, very long time.
And he hasn't done that. And he didn't walk we walked to the cafe, didn't we? And it's like only what 300 steps.
I think he was out of his comfort zone, but
yeah.
It was that push that people need.
Yeah, it's like we're doing it, so
you can do it, and you will do it, and didn't neither of you stopped even to the car, so it was good.
That's good. So it was just about the confidence, which he's well happy. We actually get some followers, don't we?
Yeah, I think that's
go live.
All part of it is confidence and knowing, and having an idea where to start and what steps to do first. people think that it's an overnight thing, but it's not, is it? It's
yeah, that's what I said to him. Don't worry about
steps.
cutting your food weight down. He's just tracking it. He was doing about 500 steps a day.
How many calories was he on before? Do you know?
He's never counted calories before. So he said he'd eat until he was, just whatever. He said he was doing like 20 quid a day on takeaway. That's where most of his money was going. He didn't want to cook.
Mind you, 20 quid on the takeaway is not a lot. That's a cheap one now.
But as I said, then obviously he messaged me through WhatsApp. He cooked himself a dinner. When I got himself a dinner, to come home and cooked it.
Good.
And he'd done over 1,000, nearly 1,100 steps he'd done yesterday.
That's good, isn't it?
And then this morning he messaged, I think it must have been about 8 o'clock. So this is the first time I've got up this early, since he can remember. He said, I feel like I've got full of energy. I said, it's just your mind.
It's your mind. And the fact that he's moving more, so he's making his body work, isn't it?
Yeah. So you start looking forward to that. You build on this now. So every day you try and get up. I said, that's why I go shopping every day. I shop every day, get my steps in. I know I'll search for the cheaper meat. So save myself a couple of quid.
Yeah, but it's good because it's doing two things. It's getting you a bargain.
Yeah.
It's making you go out and buy food instead of ordering it.
Yeah.
And it's getting your steps in. So it's loads of different things all in one thing. It's a big step for some people, isn't it? To go shopping.
And so starting your day right is really important. I think if you can achieve, if you get up and go, so get up, make your bed, do your breakfast, go to the shop in the morning, you're near enough covered half your steps for that day.
Yeah. And
you've achieved so much.
Yeah, and then you'll want to carry on to your day because you'll know you've achieved something.
Because if you leave it to the evening and then you don't fancy it, and then you start feeling like shit, and you think, I've messed my plan up.
Yeah.
So I'll get up early anyway, but for him to change to that, it's going to be quite a big deal for him. But he seems like he's over the moon, so a lot of people have recognised him now. And
when I saw him on the live earlier, he was offering to help other people already, so that's good, isn't it?
Yeah, he wants to share the mindset, isn't it? Because that's the toughest thing. Like people can, you need to have someone to console in that knows what you're going through. But I know I'm fat, you're disabled, but we both know what it's like to struggle through bits and pieces, although we're not on the same thing. And that's what Darren said with me, where I am a 35 stone man. I understand everything, like cleaning yourself, and just going through day-to-day stuff.
It's probably not far off me, like similar things to me, really. The challenges you have.
Yeah.
Like, and not being bothered to do things and this, that, and the other. So it's because everything's harder.
Yeah.
Everything's like people say to me, "What do I find hard compared to someone with arms?" I said, "Everything's harder because I'm using my feet." Everything's harder, but I'll still do it because it's just the way you are.
And again, but it's having that mindset to go and do that, because you could just sit back and think, "Look, I've got my arm, so you'll have to do this for me, you'll have to do that for me," and you don't. Yeah,
like people say when the light bulb video I did, I feel going, "Was that fucking say? How do I change a light bulb?" Well, it depends what the light bulb is, but these are screw-in, so you can unscrew them. But sometimes they're bayonet fitting. These are screw-in ones. Sometimes they're bayonet fitting ones, and you just put them in, and so that's how you change a light bulb, just to check that it works. There, light bulb. Thanks for the question. Why didn't the person with the camera change the bulb for you? I'm trying to demonstrate me doing it. Why would I want someone else to do it? I can easily ask someone else.
And it's fascinating, even now, it's still fascinating. Like earlier on, he steps on, he gets on a chair, so you've got a table like this, and then he steps on a chair to hand out the plates. And stuff like that. You think, like, when he first done it was like that Friday, wasn't it? Friday we come out for a meal. What's he fucking doing up there? And then he's like handing out knives and forks and plates and stuff, because that's how he has to do it, because he can't do it from...
It's just easier from a height, because when I'm lower, it's harder work, because I've got to lift my head higher. So if I stand up and I'm using so much less effort, if I'm up high, then I can reach further.
Yeah.
So it's like a crane coming across, like, here you go.
But did you notice that Darren was watching you eat when we went to that cafe? Yeah. He was like, he went...
Yeah.
And he kept having these pause moments where he's like, ah.
Yeah, and I noticed the one. How many times have we been to the cafe and I haven't spilt my coffee?
Yeah.
Right?
You said a bit that.
Fucking one time, like you get other people with you, and I stupidly spill my coffee.
Yeah. And he said, I didn't know what to do. So I didn't know whether to help him or not.
No.
I said, you do get that bit because you think, like, is that going to insult him?
Yeah.
Am I going to, I could clean my own fucking coffee up?
Yeah.
Or like, oh, let me struggle with this coffee then.
But
I think either way, you would take the piss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So even if you did help and you wanted to help, you're like, I can do it my fucking self. But if they don't, it's like, no, that's it. Just let me struggle.
I just couldn't believe because we were talking about something. His mate was saying that TikTok reads your messages and that. And I was like, halfway through drinking a bit of coffee, he said, yeah, TikTok go through. I was like, what? And the fucking coffee's just gone everywhere, isn't it? Like, what? TikTok reads your messages? Like, fucking hell.
I know Facebook do. I'll message you. That's all scam.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'll message you. But I don't think, like Zuckerberg phones out your missus and says, well, do you know he's fucking sending It's not that, but I think it's like the terrorist type of, that type of thing gets scanned if you're up to no good that way. I think WhatsApp's encrypted, isn't it?
WhatsApp's another one they can look at, but Telegram they can't.
Because
Telegram's the one all the drug dealers use. So
I've only joined Telegram because of you, because you said about sending the big files.
You can send bigger files.
Yeah, but then when someone else joins it, it gives you a notification, doesn't it? It says like, when my mate Ben's joined it.
If you notice all the drug dealers, like all the drug dealers that are in your phone, it says, oh, so and so's on Telegram. That's why you know that they use it. So, I know why you're using Telegram. Yeah. Well, so it's quite a good Telegram, and you can send bigger files. So it's better.
Yeah.
What's another one? Someone's going on about. Just joined another one with Kazoo on. I can't remember what it's called now, but it's some fucking looks like some sort of kiddies app.
Oh, right.
It's like a kiddies WhatsApp, but what it does is it gives out your name instead of your number.
Oh,
so you
right.
join it with your name, like a
right.
So you don't have to
give your number.
Yeah, that's why Kazoo's obviously on it, because you don't want to give anyone your number.
Which is good, isn't it?
Shame, really.
Yeah.
I think I can't remember what it's called, but it's something beginning with D, I think. But I found it really complicated, and I couldn't be arsed with it.
Yeah.
But it's nice that I can chat to him now, because they're moaning because they want us to go live with them.
Are they?
Apparently, you're up for it.
Is that with Alison?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Apparently, you're up for going live with Kaz.
Yeah.
Get folded. All right, soppy bollocks. Yeah.
I get nervous when people come into your live because how you react.
Yeah, I've never really liked going like. Now that we're friends, I can go live with you, but I hate it when I'm live and other people keep adding me. I'm like, fuck off. Yeah, it's really irritating. Because
like, sometimes you come out and you can just have on a picture and you think it's like there's like a cartoon character or something like that. You think it's like, oh nah, we come on and abuse you, but I think like I'll get caught out because they'll abuse me and then I'll abuse something back. And the fact gets screen recorded. Yeah. And then
you can't be too careful, really. So it's always best just to decline it if you don't know the person. Yeah. There's a few people I'll go live with, but not very many. It just depends if you. But I used to sit there and like random people used to come up and it's horrible.
We should do that. I don't know what it's called now. That roulette or chat roulette. Well, I don't know what it's called. The one where it just swoops up to a different live. We'll do it. Just get the internet here, and then me and you will sit here, and then and it. I think I want to say chat roulette, but I don't think it's called that. And it just randomly comes up to different people, and they've done pranks with it, so that there are geezers with a bra on, and you can only see this part, and then like on the bottom part, the geezer starts being a bit rude, and then opens up the camera. So
what we should do
and they've been filming it off.
Start live like this. Drop me pen.
Yeah, we should have a go to the side.
Yeah, that'd be good. I have got the internet out here. I can get it. Yeah. In the studio.
Yes.
I can get the internet. No problem.
I'll bring my computer down because you can do it on the computer. You film, but you can film it offside as well.
Got your computer in here?
Yeah. All right. It's all right. Well, this fucking studio. Fine, isn't it?
It's fine, yeah. Absolutely fine. And,
It's like Jesus in the Last Supper, isn't it? I'll bet all of it.
yeah, I don't know what a fucking morsel, mate.
Huh.
It was funny when you called me Jesus in your thing the other day. I went to the gym with Jesus. Oh.
Yeah, that was good on the leg day.
Yeah, I'm still feeling it now, I think.
Mm.
That
Yeah,
leg
the
day.
next day was a bit.
Isn't it funny though, today I wore those knee strap things.
Yeah.
And it's the first time my knees have hurted. They've never hurt before. So
I think doing that boxing and kicking and.
No, I went in there. As soon as I went in the gym, I went on that thing where I do the up and downs, and my knees hurt. So I was like, fuck these, they're coming off.
Yeah. Well, they should boil wash them, something like that, to make them shrink.
No, I think you just save them for your arms.
Yeah. But so the one that Daz had, the ones with they're sloped. Then they slide down to his shins, don't he? And just pull them up.
Yeah.
I think you ask him where he got them from.
Yeah, these ones aren't tapered enough, so they're.
Nah, so it's the same as what I've got on, isn't it? And it's rubber at the top. And it sort of
they just fall down.
Yeah.
Useless. No. Well, live and learn. I should have got the cheap ones.
Same bit Jesus said, no flip flops on.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, you ain't got socks on though, so.
No, I haven't got socks on. Just me Jesus flip flops. Me Jesus sandals. If there's anyone religious here, please do not get offended. I will offend all other religions as well. So don't worry.
And we do buy Easter eggs and celebrate Christmas.
I do enjoy Easter eggs, yes. So that's one religious thing I do participate in, and I do love getting presents at Christmas. So
it's another myth. What do you think that the Easter egg? What does that resemble?
Isn't it something to do with like birth or something like? And it's something to do with because he died on the cross and he came back. He was reborn. So
that's what I thought it was about. When Carla's friend said it was because it was the same shape as the boulder that he went into they rolled a boulder across his tomb thing, didn't they? when he died, they put him in a tomb and they rolled a boulder across it, which was the shape of an egg. And then the following day, he rose again, didn't he?
Yeah.
But that's the chocolate.
So yeah.
Feels me, I'd have fucking ate my way out.
He probably did because he wasn't there, was he? He disappeared.
Yeah.
He rose again. He wasn't actually dead. He didn't use the right kind of nails, you see.
Got South Tappers.
Yeah, South Tappers would have worked better. Oh, you mustn't laugh about Jesus, really.
Nah.
Well, you can.
Do you believe the stories, though?
I don't know. It's like
it's
probably like Chinese whispers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like what does Carla say? Because she's probably much more intelligent than me when it comes to Jesus.
She's fucking worse, isn't she? She said, you can ask her when we go in, I said, like Jesus walking on water. We're talking about stuff, and she said, yeah, but Jesus walking on water. She said, well, maybe the water was thicker back then.
The women definitely were.
I saw that. What the fucking hell? Oh, I'm just going to have a drink.
Do you want this? Yeah. Can you cut this water off for us, please, love? It's like, you know, like have you ever got a can of paint and you can like slap the top because it's like, oh, but if you put something in it, it goes straight in.
Yeah.
Probably like that one.
Yeah.
You run fast enough across the top.
I do. The YouTubers do it with the custard.
Yeah.
What's them custard, isn't it? If you smack it hard.
So if you run across, so maybe he ran across the water.
Yeah.
And he was all right. My dad said that he ran across water once. He was in a crane and it tipped up, and he said that as he hit the water, he ran and he actually ran across the water, but he wasn't very athletic, so I don't believe him. But he said it was God's honest truth, but he ran across the water, but obviously he didn't have cameras on that back then.
No.
But it kind of got him out of the way, but it's weird.
So what about the when he fed 5,000 people with 2 loaves, one and 5 fish? They must have had a scale each.
Probably about what we just had for lunch, isn't it?
Fucking hell, it's turned into a religion.
We can. Well, there's nothing wrong with talking about religion because we haven't covered religion yet.
No.
We haven't covered religion. No. And it is fascinating because there are people, there are many lunatics out there that believe these stories, right? There's many people that believe all this.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, they built churches and everything, didn't
yeah,
they?
they built churches and everything, and they're that gullible that they'll go and they'll pledge some of their wages to
New
either
roof.
church or something else. No, my auntie used to go to church, right? And she used to do all the flower arranging and everything. And they said, well, we've been coming a while now. Would you like to? Well, not would you like to. It was more like it's about time you gave us 30% of your wages. And she told them to fuck off and went. But yeah, once you get in there, what they do is they say, oh yeah, you're a valid member now.
Yeah.
Give us 30% of your wages. You know, like pledge it to us.
Yeah.
That's why they're the richest organisation in the world, mate.
Yeah.
And there's all these religions and stuff the same, aren't they? They're all,
It's just they always need a new roof.
yeah, they do, don't they?
Every church we've got at Sunday school, and I was in the Scouts and stuff like that, and all this thermometer with the red bit going out and how much they needed. It was like it for years.
It's never full though.
No.
No. It's like, and they own so much land and everything. They're just got so much money, but the churches don't get used anymore, do they? Like, look how many people were down the gym on Sunday. They used to be down church like 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Used to be a church praying.
Praying to lose weight.
Yeah, they're used to be praying.
Oh God, make me thin.
Now they're all in the gym on Sunday. It's busy. So churches are dying on their arse, really.
Yeah. Bit like Blockbuster, isn't it? It's just...
Yeah, it's just it has its day, doesn't it? It's it's everything has its day, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like it just swings around. Maybe in 20 years' time, the churches will be busy again. But I very much doubt it because people have got far better things to do, like.
Well, yeah, they don't have like the big weddings things anymore, do they? You just get married in a registry office and
our church, the only time it ever gets used, the Sunday service is pretty much, I think the vicar's not even there anymore, but the only time it ever gets used is for a big wedding, or if someone snuffs it. So, you know, and even then, half the fucking graveyards ended up on the road because the wall's falling down. So, yeah, there's fucking bones coming out into the road and everything.
Fucking hell.
Dodgy.
Tell us a story about the geezer on the motorbike in the bushes.
Oh, yeah, right. So, we've got a really tight corner going down sort of towards another village. You go through Runkton and you're going down towards Pagham, a place called Pagham, and there's a really tight bend which is called the Lagness Bends, right? And a couple of years ago, a farmer was cutting a hedge and he found a motorbike with a skeleton on it.
Yeah. And
this bloke had just gone through into the hedge, like off the bend into the hedge, and he was still upright like this, a skeleton on the motorbike. Like no one fucking missed him. Because I think he was like one of the lettuce pickers or something. So like they obviously thought he'd gone back to Poland or whatever.
Yeah. So
it's like it just disappeared and no one knew, and the farmer found him. But a funny thing to find, wasn't it?
Especially if it's around Halloween and there.
Imagine if it's a nice bike, they'd be like, get off, I'll have that fucking bike, mate.
Laying it down.
Yeah. A fucking bag of bones. I found this bag of bones in the back. I got myself a nice jig caddy out there. Fucking hell.
That's not a barn find.
Hedge find. Yeah, so it's funny how someone could just go missing like that.
Yeah, and then no one.
Like, just decomposed and strange. What was
strange. Imagine if like, even then he was paralysed. And he was just like, oh great.
Yeah, fuck. Just sat there for 2 days.
You can survive apparently for like a week. Is anyone going to save me?
Imagine if it was your size, though, he'd have survived for longer than a week. He'd been there for months going, I'm fucking paralysed. I'm really thirsty, though.
But I think they'd have noticed the hole.
Yeah, they would actually. Yeah.
They all know they built a new tunnel.
He'd gone through there, and then like the bushes just sort of flapped round behind him, and no one knew. Because everyone always goes off on that corner anyway, so it's always a bit beaten up. But yeah, funny. It's not really funny, but it's quite funny.
No, it's sitting there with me for 3 months. Fucking hell.
3 months later.
Thing is, the first day or so will be quite warm because the engine will be running.
Yeah, unless you stalled it, fucking silly cunt. Run out of petrol. Oh dear, yeah. So we do have a few funny things happen along here, and of course that storm we had. My mate was filming that. That was quite rough. Where we did a podcast.
Yeah,
from. That was quite rough there. We would have definitely not been wanting to sit in the car that day.
no, definitely not.
Doing a podcast.
There was a big tree that went down the bottom of our road. But other than that, I don't think there was anything too.
I didn't even see any trees down. I don't think. No, nothing.
Runners. They said it was going to be really bad. I know that people lost lives, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
there was that terrible incident in Oxford Street where a bin went in front of a bus. Did you see that one?
No.
A bin went in front of a bus, and they were saved by a cyclist taking the bin out of the road. It was a joke, right? Because there's all this stuff going on, like trees falling on cars and killing people, and no, ITV have to put this prick on a bike, fucking taking a bin out of the road in front of a bus and saving London. Oh, for fuck's sake! What a twat!
Fucking
If you're that cyclist, yes, you are a bellend. Other than fucking bin.
Just for being on a bike.
Yeah, just for being on a bike. Yeah, your fucking helmet's stupid, no, mate. Grow up, fucking hell! Only kids wear helmets.
That's when they got their cameras, isn't it? I've got a camera on it.
Yeah, I've got a camera on my head. That's what they have the helmets for. It's not to protect themselves, so they can carry a camera and moan about everyone that cuts them up because they're riding in the middle of the road.
I found that back last year when I did a road rage with someone. I said, because I was my phone up on my thing. Said I got it all on camera. I didn't. They just stopped and then got in the car and fucked up.
Yes, all on camera. Dash cam.
Yeah.
Fatt Dann dash cam.
It's normally so that my passengers are the ones that cut the needle. Someone will pull out and whoever was with me, I go like, you know. No, he is fucking do this, get it away. And
yeah, the way you can. I couldn't imagine who that might be.
no, I'd say it is.
No.
But yeah.
I'm not really that into road rage, but I jokingly say something.
Yeah.
I feel like when people beep at me for pulling out in front of them, fuck off, you can. Fucking get a life, mate. It's fucking miles away. Get a fucking bus through there.
When they take you out and you're like, fuck off, and then they're waving at you, like, oh, all right. You're like, oh, it's you.
Wanker! Oh. What the fuck's he doing? He's got his foot on the fucking steering wheel.
It's so good, and when you're at, when you come out to junctions, and we go to pull in someone, someone will stop and then let us through, and then Richard stick his toe out like that, and then they're sitting there like, now,
What the fuck was that?
what's he doing? What's that fucking bloke doing?
What's that hippie doing? What the fucking hippie doing?
Jesus must have sore hands. He's driving with his feet.
yeah. Put nails for the ankles.
So how long you got with your hair?
Well, it's got to be 12 inches long. I don't think it's that long yet.
It's got to be near.
It's not really. Apart from,
I'll just stand out and measure it with my dick.
Got these bits. Look. I don't know. Oh, actually, what's that? That's
a big 4 foot mush.
No.
From what I tell Carla.
Thing is, though, I'm actually beginning to like it now.
Oh?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, fucking.
It's just a shame about that. It's just a shame about the bald spot on the top of the head. But otherwise, Princess Trust, you can fuck off on keeping me hair. Fuck charity, mate. No one's ever given me fuck all. Fuck charity. A bunch of fucking swindling cunts anyway. Every charity I've ever worked with has been a fucking
Yeah, you said it.
Easy come, easy go. Like they spend money like water because it comes so easy.
Yeah.
And they'll just piss it all down the drain. That's what annoys me about charities because it's so easy to come by. Well, it's, you know, a lot of charities it is easy to come by. Some of them it's not, in the little ones, and then they just waste it, and it's sad really, because people have worked hard and think they're giving it to a good cause.
What you said about before, didn't you? About they sell their equipment on.
There's a charity that I do love though, which is called the Tyler's Trust. We're going to a thing on Friday with them. They do like, it's a local boy and he had a brain tumour.
All right.
And even when he was really ill, all he thought about was other kids and like giving them other stuff. So he started this Tyler's Trust, and they give like gift boxes to kids when they're in hospital and that. Really nice charity, lovely charity. So
what are you doing on Friday then? What's
there's like, they do like little craft events. Like the kids just go and do craft stuff.
All right.
It's like a little family day.
Yeah.
They did do big family days where like Fern Cotton, because she's the patron, she would come and that, and where they get like a load of supercars and take the kids out and stuff. It's really nice. But because of the lockdown, they didn't do that anymore. They probably will next year, I expect, or maybe in the summer. But yeah, it's just like a little thing. But it just keeps your foot in with them, sort of thing. If you go and, because it's nice to help them out and do bits for them, and it's nice. So they're a lovely charity, and Snowdrop are another one. They're a lovely charity because they're the ones that were Sam's nurses when he was ill.
All right.
And they're another charity I definitely support. But there's not many that I've come across that haven't been sort of terrible waste of money, really.
Yeah.
Like, you just see things they do and you think, oh, bloody hell.
So what's that down to? The people just running it, bad management?
It's just greed, isn't it, at the end of the day? Everyone's just so greedy. And the easier the money is to get, the easier they'll get rid of it, because there's all these grants and that, and if you don't spend a certain amount of money, you don't get the grants for the next year, and this, that and the other. So they'll make sure they spend every penny. So
schools are the same, aren't they? They get if they don't spend.
Parish council was the worst. When I was on that, they say if they don't spend all the money, then they can't put people's council tax up next year. So they're literally wasting the money like on shit, just so that they can ask for more money next year that they don't need because they needed to waste it. Yeah. So I'm like, well, that's why I got kicked off it. Because I said that's my fucking council tax you're wasting. I have to pay for that.
No.
So it goes up every fucking year. And I wanted to be the person to put the council tax down, not up. But no, they're just greedy. Greedy fuckers. Yeah, that's why they got rid of me, mate. Because I don't like unfairness. Like I'm a very fair, straight down the line person.
Yeah.
Any unfairness, and I just like, no, that's not fair on people because you're fucking taking the piss, and they don't give a fuck, mate. They're just and it's the same with a lot of organisations. They don't care about anyone else. Governments is exactly the same. Probably the same as the council. They're all just cunts at the end of the day, aren't they?
Just getting their own contracts in, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, I think they had about so many backhanders going on. It's unbelievable, the stuff that was going on. But I think they were paying about 3 different people to fucking cut the grass, and the fucking Hyde cut the grass, but they were getting like, and I think they were all sort of relatives of relatives sort of thing. It's so corrupt. So, well, how come they're cutting the grass and they're cutting the grass? 2 of them fucking turn up to cut the grass and the other one's already done it, and they just fuck off home. Yeah. Well, I don't understand why they don't get held to account. And when I stood up and said, right, I don't like this. Right, that's it. You're going to a disciplinary, and it's like, I said, fuck off. I don't do this shit for that. I'll do it because I think it's unfair that what you're doing. Oh well, you've got to go to disciplinary. I'll fucking stick your council out your arse. Yeah. Because it's just. So
how did you get onto that? How did you get into?
They'll take anyone, mate. There was a cunt down the road, right? Right. He fucking turned up. So I shit you not. He turned up to the meeting and I want to join the council. I don't mind him knowing he's a cunt because he's a cunt. I don't like him. I want to join the council. I said, what do you want to join the council for? Because I think the village needs more dog poo bins. I was like, you fucking prick. You're joining the council because you want more dog poo bins in the village. Fucking carry a bag home, mate. Jesus Christ. I honestly...
He's fed out walking around with a bag of shit.
He literally lasted 10 minutes, I think, that bloke. He was shit, he was. But like...
So is it like the Vicar of Dibley, like that type of...
I think it's even more comical, mate. It's just a bunch of fucking complete... Like, they've all been stuck on there for years.
Yeah.
Like, you get people that come and go. So I was one of the ones that come and go because I'm like one of the ones that go in and go, what the fuck's going on here? Like you're really doing this? And there's not many that will do that. There was me and a guy.
Yeah, I'll just go along with it. Yeah, that's great.
There was me and a guy from the Navy, and we stood up for people. We were like, well, I don't really agree with the way you're doing this, and they didn't like it. But because I actually said something there, and what they want is people. There were several yes men on there, right? So you go in there and they say, oh, because you become like a banker or whatever.
Yeah.
So I could look at their bank accounts and everything. I was able to get access to all that, and they say, right, you've got to sign this to say that we can spend the money on that, right? So then it's all down to you. I'm like, I looked at paper. Everyone else is signing. I'm looking at it going, no, I don't want to sign that. And they're like, what do you mean you don't want to sign? I said, I just fucking read it. I don't agree with that. And they're like, well, you've got to. I said, no, I haven't. I said, that's what you give me this bit of paper to sign for.
Yeah.
I don't have to sign it. I'm not putting my name to it. And they got shitty because they, it's like if I don't agree with spending taxpayers' money on that, I'm not going to sign it.
No.
And that's what they don't like. They like people that go in there, won't even read it, go, yes, that's fine, sign away. And like, well, that's not the whole point of having you elect. Well, you don't elect parish council. That's the problem. There's just any old cunt can join, and they want people that because they obviously saw me going, right, ka-ching, we've got someone here that can fucking what we can mug off, like thick harmless bloke. Like, we'll just get him to sign what we want and blah blah. And they didn't get what they bargained for because I was like reading stuff and I was going, fuck you. And I was up. I'm like, I can't believe you're doing this. And they'd be like, what do you mean? What, you're spending that much money on that? And they're like, yeah. I said, well, I don't want to fucking do that. And I didn't like the fact they were taking backhanders for everything either.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we'll let someone build their conservatory because they're going to give us some money for some new windows for the building. All right, fuck off. That's I don't want that conservatory there. Yeah. And probably 20 other people don't want it there. I'm not going to do it just for a backhander. So it's all corrupt and it's
our boss used to do that. I won't name the company, but we used to turn out and he used to have a big brown envelope with about 10 grand in it, and it's to get the next building phase to get the contract on it, and he'd sort our wages out, and I said, "What the fuck's that?" And he said, "Oh, it's a bung." I said, "Well, how much is that then?" He said, "Well, about 10 grand." And then he had to give that to the contracts manager that come down as the area manager, gave that to him. And they got the next contract, which I suppose worth about £500,000.
So the thing is, people don't, like, you can tell these stories, people don't believe it until they've actually experienced it. Yeah. But if you think how bad it is at the lower levels, like here, imagine what it's like in big government, the stuff they're buying people for.
Yeah, they've got like a couple of billion that's gone missing and wasted, and it's fucking insane. It's
an insane amount of money. Just gets.
But Ricky Gervais says that, doesn't he? He says that you're worried about a single mother claiming benefits and having their kid's dad stay over, and then you got the other end of the scale where the government's taking billions, and that don't get spoken about. No. But then she gets shamed and dragged through the media.
Yeah, it's like disabled people. Oh, he's going to lose his PIP because he's managed to walk 51 yards this week. Because he's only allowed to walk 50 yards or something. Yeah. So if you walk 51 yards, you've then lost your PIP. Yeah. And that bloke could probably only do that once in a blue moon. Yeah. But because he's done that, he's lost his PIP, and there's all these fucking corrupt cunts doing all this other stuff. And it's just the whole system is just fucked.
Yeah, if you know how to work it, isn't it?
And the rich get richer and poor get poorer. That's just how it works, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a program that me and Carl, I put a couple of the videos on TikTok. I think it was called Benefit Britain or something like that it was called. And there's a geezer on there who's never worked in his life, never done anything. He was like 55. he's just so I went on the sick with mental health at 16. I think he said he'd been abused, and he's never had to work since. And it's just, but he gets up and they just don't do nothing all day. I think I don't know nothing at all.
The thing is, it's like people say to me on my videos, they say, "Oh, I like that you're doing something." I said, I can't believe people waste their lives. Yeah. There's able-bodied people that go out and do so much. Yeah. And they just sit and waste their lives. They sit and watch Jeremy Kyle all day and fucking like. Well, actually, I'd want to fucking top myself watching any daytime TV, mate. Except Steph's packed lunch the other day, Claire. I loved it. But yeah, honestly, I can't watch any of that shit.
Yeah.
It would just drive me insane. But there's people that get up in the morning just to sit and do nothing.
Yeah.
And you think, what a fucking waste of space.
It is. It's just a waste of a life, isn't it?
Thank you. You work so I don't have to.
What does that say? Benefit money? Yeah, you're absolutely right. £350 a week I get in benefits. Pays for my chains, stuff like that, holidays, booze, fags, everything.
Thank you, taxpayer.
Yeah.
You work so I don't know. What's his name?
I
I can't remember his name.
I think his name's Darren Ross. I think
He's good.
I think it's Darren Ross.
He's good. He is.
I'll find a clip.
Find a clip. He's
Put him
brilliant.
on. I mean, it's fascinating.
Yeah, I really enjoy his videos because people think he's real. Though.
Yeah.
They
That's
think,
the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like, oh, you dosser, we're paying you this, that, and the other. Fuck. Yeah, he's not going to sit there in that same shirt.
And he's got his dog called Gyro.
Yeah, I love the dog.
This is my benefit dog that I've got with the benefits. His name's Gyro, so thank you people. You work so I don't have to.
The dog called Gyro, yeah. Pay for this out of my benefits money. Yeah.
But if you go through the videos, his top gets dirtier and dirtier
Yeah.
as he goes through. So I asked him where he got the vest from because it fit me. I should do one back.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, what? Well, feel like a boob tube on me, but
Crop top.
get it for the summer.
Yeah, it'll be alright in the summer. So what's your weighing like yesterday?
I'll stay away myself.
You stand weight yourself?
No, I've got to do it tomorrow because I've got my meeting with Liam.
So
tomorrow.
you made poor Darren go there and weigh himself in front of you and then you didn't fucking weigh yourself?
No, because you've got to do it in the morning. You've got to do your weight and your measurements. But I've had people stay over in the front room, so I can't come
Yeah,
downstairs.
but Darren one in the morning.
No, but you just got to get weighed, didn't he?
Yeah, but you could have weighed yourself and then gone, no, actually, I'm £2 lighter than you, mate. Ah.
Yeah, I don't know. So
There was you thinking you were heavier and you might be lighter.
yeah, it's 3 kilos heavier than him.
I don't know, you might have lost 3 kilos this week.
Yeah, it could have.
Who knows?
It's the measurements as well. So you do it all in the morning. You're weighing in your measurements.
Yeah, I suppose as your muscles get bigger in the day as you use them, it's probably... Yeah.
It gives it a better consistency. So.
Yeah. Stay consistent. That's the key. That's the key with anything. Stay consistent.
Well, I've got a phone call tomorrow at 10, I think it's 10:15. So every 2 weeks with a video chat.
Oh, well, Liam.
Yeah, and go through the time spent. I'll tell them about that day, that sled day. That fucked me, didn't it?
Oh,
Do it 10 times with a minute rest in between.
you can do it, couldn't you?
Take 2 minutes in between.
You had to push it there and back in 2 minutes, and by the time you got back, it was more than 2 minutes. So yeah, that was very hard. But I think we need to keep doing that.
Yeah,
because then that will show you progress.
Yeah,
that's how you like. So if you fail in the first, if ever you do something and you fail, don't worry about it because next time you do it, you might be better at it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, there's loads of things I've noticed with you that you couldn't do, or it took you too long to recover before. But
I was anxious about getting in the ring today.
Yeah,
I was anxious about would I fit through them ropes.
Yeah. No, it's good. No, Big Daddy used to get from, didn't he?
Yeah.
John Haystacks used to get from. That was good though because I bet that got your heart pumping, didn't it?
Yeah, it was knackered.
Good fun.
When you said go to the corner, I was like, oh, this chair. We just sit down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we didn't have any chairs. We didn't have any buckets to spit in, did we?
Ah. That's good. I enjoyed today.
So did you manage to keep all your teeth? Because you didn't have a gum shield.
Yeah, so I got hit once in the head. He hit me around the side a couple of times. He got you in the face.
He got me in the face about 5 times.
Did you see when him and Sam had that head-to-head thing and Sam went pop?
That's my boy.
Yeah, do this. Yeah, right then, bang.
It's when the parents are watching the kids fight and then the parents start fighting. Fucking son, does it, my son?
Well, that's what I was waiting for. I thought, it's going to get, always gets out of hand, doesn't it? There's always one that goes a little bit harder, then that one goes a bit harder.
I think they were very good at it.
No, it's always respectful when it's
No, it's good. I did think it would go a bit silly. Because kids do that, don't they?
Yeah.
Like, if you punch someone in the face, like play fight, and then they punch you back in the face, and it just escalates, doesn't it? But
Starts getting stuff to it.
Luckily, it doesn't hurt that much. My nose did sting a bit after I got punched square in the face a few times, but you know.
Yeah, it's been like 14 ounce gloves.
I had to start my training for Mr. TikTok UK.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna call him out.
Call out the big TikToker.
Yeah.
What's he got, like 40,000? Right?
I don't know what he's got. He's got a couple of accounts, hasn't
Probably.
he? Yeah, well,
I've heard he's well hard though.
yeah, double hard.
Double hard boss, isn't he?
Yeah. Go and meet him.
Go and meet
him.
I'm getting to come down Daz's. Come down Daz's and fight me in the ring.
Yeah, get him down. Get the train down the bog, can't he? We'll pick him up.
Got my can't drive him?
No, he's a fuck all, is he?
Oh, useless cunt.
Well, depends how many gifts he got that day.
Yeah, no, he's the one that went around collecting money for the homeless people and then kept it, isn't he?
Yeah, but he said he got a letter off Amazon to say that he did buy. No, they said, honestly, Mr. TikTok UK did buy sleeping bags.
He did buy some sleeping bags.
Yeah, and an email. He says he's got a letter and an email. By doing a phone call.
Surely you just show your account and say, look, this is.
Well, yeah, you can prove that.
This is my what I've purchased.
Yeah.
Probably because he's got a few dildos on there or something. Yeah, don't want to show the full purchase list. Yeah, I bought some tramps, some dildos.
But so people was inviting him to go places, and then he turns out he said to go up to the hotel room and showed me the bathroom, and he was nearly crying. Don't know anxiety, I can't, I'm scared. And then he come out and he went, not really, but you can tell that he's fighting back the tears and crying.
Holding back the tears. Oh God, maybe I shouldn't fight him, then he might cry.
Oh no, I'm good, Rich. We're going to get Dad to train you up.
Yeah.
Finish him.
Finish him.
Then he gives the church some work then. Bird come.
Yeah, that's the point. I'd kill two birds with one stone. Yeah. I've never really seen him until you showed me in the hotel.
Yeah, I took the piss with it a bit. I don't want to go too far because I don't get called out and then it becomes a thing. I do things for a little bit of a laugh.
Why don't you want to get called out?
I just don't fancy that.
Well, you don't fancy getting in the ring with him?
No, but then when there's all that clout chasing and all. I only does it for a laugh, just so I know. So if I do something, it makes someone laugh.
He would do it with you to clout chase because you're bigger. You've got a bigger account. No one knows who the fuck he is.
Yeah, but it's the same with all of them, isn't it? They all call each other out and go out against, and I'm not that sort of person.
Nah.
I'll only do it to take the piss off. Take the piss out of something. I will.
Yeah, well, that's what I'll do. I'll challenge him to a boxing match.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll take. You ain't seen the fight, have you? You ain't seen it to find it. But it's like 15 seconds. It starts off, he gets whacked, and then he spins round a bit. And he does the young old-fashioned windmill with the arms swinging about, and then he catches him good. And he just goes against the ropes and goes to the floor like a sack of shit. And then, but afterwards, he won't. After he said something like, "Oh, I haven't been in the ring for so many years," or just not accepting the defeat. He wouldn't accept it. No, he just got banged out.
Yeah, but no one likes to accept defeat, do they?
No, but I would if it was me. You had to better than me today.
Yeah. Fucking knock me out. Yeah.
He's done this. He's done that. Fair play to him. Thanks for meeting me. I think he got 80 quid or something, did he?
80 quid. I don't know, didn't you?
Well, they're doing something for £500, these fights. If it is a grand, someone could beat the fuck out of me for a grand. I'll turn up every week.
Yeah, well, if I get enough gifts, I might do it. A few carousels, I might think about it.
Oh dear.
Cut the carousel. What is? I still don't know anything about gifts. I know that the carousels are supposed to be good. The castles are supposed to be good, but I've never had any of them.
No, I've had a few things.
The hats you get quite a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't know what that.
I don't ever ask for it. Obviously, when we go on your account, it comes up in the gifts. So when people gift, I says it's all going towards the studio.
Yeah. I put on that wrote on there. It goes to the Fat Armorers
Yeah,
Association,
yeah.
which is true.
And I said that, so that, yeah, these gifts are going to me and Rich. We're buying better equipment, but yeah.
Yeah, we're not far off, mate. We've got about 13p already. So I reckon by this time, Nick, 2057,
Yeah.
2057, I reckon we'll have a new camera.
Yeah.
And another backdrop.
That'd be all frayed and faded.
Yeah.
Like a white sheet.
Yeah, the sunlight would have fucked it.
Huh.
Yeah, we should get that down really in case the sun keeps tapping it.
The moss would be
I'm
growing.
surprised it's still there though after that storm. Yeah. Really surprised. Because it's quite windy, wasn't it? The old roof's done well.
The trees protected, don't it? It's really
Yeah, well, they sort of rub against it, so they're working their way through, I think. Sort of sawing away at the roof.
Of the studio.
Of the studio, yes. But the thing is, that is why I built the studio with a clear roof, so that the sunlight could bounce off of Dan's head. We won't have much longer in here because it'll be too hot soon to sit in here.
Will it?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be alright. Get a little fan. Sit here naked.
And my hair will go.
Yeah, mine will be alright.
Can you imagine my hair getting stuck in the fan?
When we was kids, I'd done it to my cousins. Remember them cars used to get, you could go out with the wheels and they go faster and faster. I done it out, so really fucking fast with it, and I went, to my cousin's hair, and I put it by her head and it went, she was fucking screaming to cut it out. Cut out her hair.
You don't realise how painful hair is until you got it. Now I know, because every time I brush me, I'm like, fuck!
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm filling the hairbrush up more and more. I'm like, fucking hell.
Yeah, I haven't got that problem.
Have you ever had long hair?
I had the big centre part and let the Ian Bill
Well,
twisted my melon man. Yeah, I suppose I had it air detail there, sort of like.
What curtains?
Yeah, I had that. But what happened to the curtains? It just went really wide. The wide landing strip up the middle. For maybe, well, like a side parting up till I went to middle school. Then I went for the middle parting. And then I went skinhead. Okay,
So how?
16, 17.
So ever since you were starting to receive at 16?
Yeah.
Really?
My passport, my very first passport, I had the McDonald's.
Fucking hell.
So now I think it goes back to look at the little bit in the middle, isn't it? It's going up there. So that bit, obviously, when you do the frown, you can see.
So you've got the ball. You've got the ball bit like me on the crown, like up where I'm going, and you've got the other bit as well. So and you've got like a little landing strip in the middle, like a Brazilian.
Yeah.
So you got like a
yeah. So my passport. I'm sure I was 17 when I got my passport, and I shaved it all off then. I had number one all over. Just to go to the hairdressers. It's a number one, mate.
You go to the hairdresser for number one.
I did do back then. I don't now. That's my own hair. That's my own trimming. Done it last. But I does like the side bit there, and then Kirsty does round the back because I can't see it. I buy some clippers for like 15 quid.
How'd you do in between the rolls then?
Wow.
Do you have to lift the flap up? Shave underneath it?
You put a fucking fag in it, can't you?
Actually, if you turned around and went like that, it looked like you were talking. It's a smiley face.
You've seen that when they put a fag in it, haven't they? You've seen that? They got them, what's their eyes, they go on Teddy's, they're stuck on the back of his head, and they put a fag in the fucking thing that looks pair of lips.
It looks like a smiley face. Quite good.
Wow, so you just called me fat then?
No, I haven't called you fat. I was just commenting on the back of your head how you shave it.
Yeah.
Like,
I just put my head flat out. Just.
Yeah. Have you got is it just like a clippers that you do it with?
Yeah, just.
Or do you do it with a razor as well?
I just do it with a blank, with nothing on it. Just.
Do you ever cut yourself?
No, I don't think I've done that. I don't think so. But it gets hot.
Yeah.
So when it takes me forever to do it.
I've
do the two bits of metal rubbing together.
I've cut my lip with clippers before. Like trying to trim this beardy bit here, this moustachy bit, and I've fucking hit my lip. It's like, fuck, it fucking stings. So I'm surprised you don't cut your head.
No, I haven't done. So I'll show you. This is a number. I always does my tash because I can't handle my tash
That's horrible, isn't it?
because I wear a machine. So my mask goes across like there. And if that bit's long and there's long hairs, it blows.
It won't form a seal either, will it?
No.
Very well. Because that's what Darren was saying yesterday. He doesn't use his, but he probably wouldn't be able to with his beard anyway.
No, it's a seal, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you should be using it though. Because
Well, if it
sleep
helps.
apnea will kill you.
Really?
It's straight on your heart, yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it is.
What, from lack of sleep?
No, trying to breathe.
Really?
Yeah, it causes you to have strokes and everything.
Oh, because I suppose you not.
Yeah, so when you go to sleep, I'll sleep like on a hill.
Oh, you sleep upright.
Yeah, I've got a big double quilt and a big pillow.
You slide down in the night, so you start off at the top and you
and then sometimes I wake up.
No wonder you fucking choke it.
Yeah, so the wind pipe shuts down. So then your body's trying to breathe and it jerks, so your whole body spasms. So, and then the airway will wake up, and then you don't fully wake up, you don't consciously know you're awake, but it's like a traffic system of like yellow to going to sleep, and then red is like your deep sleep, and you hit that. I think it's supposed to have 4 hours. Don't quote me on this, I might be wrong. I think it's supposed to have 4 hours of the red sleep. And in between that, you always wake up anyway and come into. But what was happening is I was having like half hour of red sleep, and then like 7 hours of yellow sleep. So you're just drifting in and out, and you're not getting the full rest.
Yeah.
So if you do that for a long time, then you start like falling asleep at the wheel. And so like, even that, like when we had our food earlier, if I sat there for food and leant forward, I'd fall asleep into my plate. But like it's like, I think it's narcolepsy, isn't it? And they're just walking along and they just collapse. You ever seen them? You watch narcolepsy on YouTube, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm just going to go." And then they just go out.
Really?
I'm sure it's narcolepsy. I might be wrong.
Fucking hell.
But yeah, it was a BBC documentary on it. It's a girl.
I thought sleeping with lots of people was nymphomania. That's the one I thought.
There's a documentary of the girl. She just go and get the teas. She got the teas, come through into the front room, and she just collapsed. The tea went everywhere. And, yeah. So it's like, as soon as you sat down, I even fell asleep on a disc car. So they stand up, when there's works on the roads, there's like a trolley, and there's got like a disc cutter to one side, and it cuts through the tarmac. You do the 2 lines so you can gun it out. Gives on this clean edge. And I was leaning on that.
The petrol one?
Yeah, I was leaning on it as it was like cutting through the thing. And I was like, fuck.
That could be dangerous.
Yeah, it wouldn't have gone too far. You know what I mean? But if I woke up, like,
go down the road. Go down the road on the disco.
I fell asleep twice at the wheel. One was at Petersfield Shopping Centre, and I nearly took a bus stop out on the other side. And I've blagged it as well. So I had a transit like pickup, and I had the compressor on the back. So what woke me up was going over the centre island, and how the centre hitting the bollards didn't. It was the compressor hitting the concrete, and it fucked the wheel up. So they put a big compressor wheel with a big click triangle in it. So by the time that bang and I heard it, I looked up and I was on the other side of the road, and it was quite a wide road in Petersfield where the main shopping centre is. I was heading towards the bus stop, and I hit the curb. Luckily, it was like, Petersfield's got old centre in it, so the curbs was like that. So the front wheel hit the curb, and then bounced me back off, and I just drove, even though I could hear the skidding of the wheel, and I just panicked. I thought, fuck, just get the fuck out of here.
Shit.
I went out to the main office, and by the time I got out there, half the tyre was fucking gone, and the wheel had a big kink in it, but it had 2 holes where that's a spark, and I just dragged it.
Shit.
That was the worst one. The one before that, I was on the way to Tabworth near my mate, and I started nodding off, and we clipped mirrors on the A road, doing about 55, and shattered my window as well.
Yeah.
Which was a bit,
So that was the wake up call, was it?
Yeah, but even still, I still didn't think there was anything wrong with me. And then the girl was with them, it was her mum. She said, "If you ever been to the doctor's, Peter?" I said, "I don't go to the doctor's." She said, "Well, maybe you shouldn't go and find out." I went to him, and then about 3 weeks later, I went down the sleep lab down at Southampton.
So you actually could like go there for the night, do you?
Yeah, you stay over. They put all these machines and that on you.
Huh.
But I pulled all the machines off in the night. They don't put the mask on you or nothing. You just go for a kip. Yeah. And then during the night, I went to the toilet. I fell asleep on the toilet, and then the nurse had to come and wake me up and say, "Oh, don't sleep with anything on." So I was bollocky as well, and she's like, "Excuse me," and I was like, "Whoa, what's you doing?" I started thinking machine things on me, and I was like, "I have to put you back into bed because you fell asleep on the toilet." I was like, "All right." Then in the morning, get up like at 6, 7, and then they like discuss your results, and then they took me to the side room, and she said, "Oh, the nurse was gonna phone the actual doctor out because they was panicking that you weren't breathing." I wouldn't look over a minute.
Fucking hell.
Not breathing, and they showed you the video. So you just like, you go to sleep, and then you just and you just continue to do that, and you can
like hip,
yeah, and then you're swallowing your tongue. Like, I notice if I've had a bad night, it's like where the thing goes through my nose, I don't breathe from my mouth, so my mouth will always be dry. But if this hasn't been working, I'll get all like mucus and like snot and all stuff like that in my mouth where I've been like breathing like that because I couldn't breathe for the night.
So do you only ever sleep with your machine now?
Yeah,
so you don't ever have naps or anything?
No, I can't do it. And it fucked me up. If I was a kip in the afternoon, I won't go to sleep till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. But then my day starts at like 5, 6. So it's just do me like I can't.
So how many hours sleep do you sleep every night?
Between 7 and 8 hours roughly.
So you go to bed early. You must do if you get up early.
Well, yeah, the other night I went to bed at 8:30. I should sleep at 8:30.
When we went the day after we went to, or the day we went to the gym, Sunday, I think I went to bed at 7:30.
I was asleep at 8:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I put that machine on and go to sleep, I'm within like 5, 10 minutes. That's it.
So you never struggle to go to sleep.
Nah.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's another life-changing thing, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
yeah, getting your sleep in is really important, isn't it?
Yeah, I've always said that sleep is definitely when your body heals and relax. Like, everything's healing, then, isn't it? Because you're just completely like your body's just doing its own thing, isn't it? You've got nothing to. So I always said that sleep's really good, and that's my excuse for sleeping until 10 in the morning sometimes.
I've been one for laying in. So I can't lay on my bed. I can lay on my side, but I can't sit up in my bed. So I have my legs. I think that's why my legs are always so wide. I can stretch it so far because my gut sits in between my legs. So my leg will be on collar.
So supple, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I got that chair beside my bed. So as soon as I wakes up, I can lay on my side for like about half hour, then it starts to wake. So I just get up and sits in my chair.
So when you wake up, you can't like have a little nod.
No, I've never been able to do that.
Yeah. Well, that's good though, because I'm the opposite. I can wake up and then go straight back to bed again.
Yeah, Carla sets her alarm for like 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, no, I can. I can wake up, go for pee, go back to bed and straight back to sleep.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I wish I could just get up and that'd be it, like get up and go.
Yeah, sometimes if I don't have to set my alarm on Sunday, if I haven't got to get up for nothing, then I could stay until 8, 9 o'clock.
You until 8 once, didn't you?
Yeah, 8, 9 o'clock.
Do you take your mask off then, or do you keep it on there?
Yeah, the mask says I just wake up naturally, like. But normally it'd be someone coming in the room.
Yeah.
Moaning about something. The kids are fighting.
Why are you jumping on mummy?
Me and mummy's having a fight.
Yeah, we're practicing a bit of wrestling.
They go back in the other room. Mum and Dad's wrestling. I think Dad's winning.
Yeah, Dad's on top again.
He's got Mum pinned. Kids on the bed like that. 1, 2.
What's that thing in Mummy's mouth? That's a ball gag, son.
It's the Harry Potter snitch. Oh, right, Rich.
What day?
Yeah, so I think this is going to do. We've got an hour.
We've got an hour?
Yeah, we've done an hour on it.
Well, we're both pretty knackered as well, today, aren't we? And we didn't even have a takeaway today, did we?
No?
No, we did well.
Yeah.
We didn't even have our special food on a Wednesday, so
No, but we can
I think
make
we
it.
had twice as much as normally, but
I have 4 bagels
it's,
with
it's
chicken.
half the calories, so you can have twice as much.
So much, yeah.
That's what we
Definitely
like.
is, yeah. So,
Cheers, guys.
this is number 7, is it?
Fuck knows, I've lost count.
Yeah. Because the other one I put on as podcast 6.5, it was only for 28 minutes.
Oh, right, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's podcast
I
number
haven't been
7.
on yet.
Right, catch you later.
Cheers, guys.
And
Do both of you.
see you later.
Bosh.
Bosh.